Have you, Jeremiah, in the recent past, with things that you have been saying or positions that you have been taking, giving direction to the party in terms of, to the Jubilee party, in terms of how it must operate, be more bullish, come out and state the position, be very clear about whether you're going to join a united opposition or not? Have you been saying this by the words that you've been speaking and saying, be like others or just be Jubilee?
One of the things that is clear is that, or one of the things that I would want to state is that when you are the SG, there is some amount of gagging that comes with it that is provided for by the constitution of parties. Because you are unagojea kwa mkutano ndio useme kwa hii mkutano tulisema. But when you are not the SG, you also have an eye view. And perhaps able to say a few more things. One of the things I believe about Jubilee is that Jubilee has been there, led this country for 10 years, was there at the beginning of the opposition 2022. We have shaped the narrative since 2022. You may remember me moving around with Tinga wearing sufuria, and the only other person who was quite willing to carry the sufuria so out publicly was Sifuna. We were out there being tear gassed, shot at. We then moved and did Remuru 3 with Mother Wagari Karua, the then NAC, now PLP. And we formed something else that was bad mouth that we were calling Kamwene.
Yes.
All these movements were not idle movements. No, it is we were trying to call out people and telling them Nikubaya. And the direction we are taking, it is not good. And don't wait for too long. Things might get to a point of no return. So we had, these are things that we saw, we screamed early enough, and we were called all names, including I was called Mogoroki, what.
When you called people Tugege?
When others called, no, I never called anybody Tugege. Others said the problems we're having is because we have Tugeges. It's not me. I also read that like
you just read it. Okay.
And like you're looking for the meaning of names, you may want to find out what that also means.
Crows. You told me specifically, actually, that it means crows.
This kabad that is always available where you are slaughtering animals.
Vultures.
No, crows. No, it's a crows. One is saying,
the crows.
That is why the kagege. And okay. And we've been in that journey. We then said we needed to get ourselves. Then there was the fight for trying to kill Jubilee Party, a vicious battle that we did in the courts. When we were fighting for it, there were many people who were telling me, why are you wasting your time? The party is just a name. Go to the ORPP and get another name and move on. And I say no. And I can tell you, even people to sign affidavits to support where my cause was not easy. So when we now are in a different space where we have secured all this, we have Jubilee Party intact. As a national party, we have a national leader as a presidential candidate who has a national appeal. He's joined others. We now have some of those who are fighting us in the government are now with us. So there's nothing like fighting one another from that angle. And it's now a question of ensuring that now that all of us have come to where we were always saying we should have been from day one, even as the handing over was going on at Kasarani 2022, it is you need to be a little clearer in our mind. So it is nothing more. It's just perhaps asking ourselves, can we move faster? For example, what is the narrative that we want to take there as Jubilee Party? What does it mean to those who wants to run on our party?
Yes.
Are we going to start with them? You know, one of the things that many parties, other than I keep saying DCP, I admire what, or I like, maybe I not admire, maybe admiring is a strong word. I like what Gachagua has been doing with DCP. You need to be clear that as an aspirant, if I'm an aspirant or for the seat of Daragwa, for example,
yes,
the question I ask myself is, I am going to run on this party. Is this party going to be there for me when the day comes? Am I going to get a nomination certificate? Are they even going to be there when elections are called? Are they going to be on the side of the people when elections are called? So all these things are the things that go through the mind of an aspirant. And the most important thing now, today, is to understand what are aspirants looking for and prepare your party to be that party that people can use to achieve what aspirants are looking for or what Kenyans are looking for. And I say that because, for example, if as an aspirant I imagine that we are going to get into something called zoning,
yes,
then that is it's almost a no-go zone for some people who are aspiring. Because zoning, you are actually saying you want to be zoned out. It happened to us 2022, we had zoning between ourselves and ODM. And we agreed this region will be ODM, this region will be Jubilee. And there are very many people who lost seats in Jubilee because of that zoning. So it is something that is feared a lot when it is mentioned within the corridors of Jubilee Party. So I do not think that there is anything more. It's that I could be sounding not bullish, but I could be sounding like I'm saying things that have not been seen yet, but they are going to be there.
It almost sounds as though...
Let me tell you, Mount Kenya Legion, the things that also people are not saying is that the two parties that are going to battle it out, it's no longer UDA in its form that we know it, but it's going to be DCP and Jubilee. So if it's not clear in the minds of those who want to run for seats within Jubilee, then they have not woken up.
Between the two. But it sounds as though
DCP is very clear that our opponent is this region is Jubilee. And you can tell you will bash Ruto, but hapa kwa ground it is chama hapa ni DCP. When you hear that word, it means if you thought of running with another party in that region, you are the one being addressed. You are the one being told, join us or